My name is Isabel Arnold, and I want to thank the Ann Brady Scholarship Foundation for providing me with the funds in order to go on the Wilderness Ministry Professionals course at the beginning of this summer. So I chose to sign up for this course because SROM has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and I've always been intrigued by the idea of instructing, and I finally got the opportunity to go on the instructor training course, and so I signed up in order to be able to lead others in a space that's been impactful to me. Having been a part of SROM and in relationship with people in SROM, I've heard many stories about the Wilderness Ministry Professionals course for the WMPC. So I came into it with quite a few expectations and was hoping that I could get some extreme spiritual growth and, become a great leader, which were all things that happened, but maybe not quite at the pace I was expecting them to. Yet God worked in so many ways that created new expectations for me instead of just meeting my old expectations. There were many wonderful moments on the course, but one I've been thinking about recently that I've really been enjoying is when we went down to the Colorado River at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. We spent a few hours there playing in the water, jumping off of rocks into this massive river and sprinting around. It was just a really fun time with community, and I really loved that. Obviously, there's a lot of learning that happens on this course because it's based to teach and create instructors. So I learned a lot of things about leadership, but especially in the areas of being able to lead when I'm feeling very challenged or insecure about how I'm leading or how the people I'm leading are being affected by me. And so learning to grow through that and be relational and just a good person during that time was really impactful. And so I did a lot of learning in that area. Well, this is one of the first courses I've been on that the majority of the people on it were older than me, but everyone had just different levels of experience. And so having that community allowed for different areas of growth than I've had in the past. And so it was a really unique community that I valued and would really enjoy to experience again. One area I saw growth as a leader was my ability to ask for help, even when I might not have wanted to, but just in a leadership situation, it's important to be able to communicate needs and identify those needs, communicate them with others, and then get those needs met. And so I grew in my ability to reach those needs and ask for help without feeling like a failure. There are a few ways I grew as a disciple of Christ, but two of the biggest ways were learning how to communicate His love and His desire for our lives to other people, being able to lead devotional times and times of consideration of the Lord and God and who He is and His character for us. And then also being able to grow in my understanding of His love for me and His desire to have His plan for my life work in a way that I might not have planned on my own. I saw God's heart for me reflected in His protection over us and reflected in His marvelous creation that He allowed us to be in. When I think about the most impactful part of the course, one day in particular strikes out at me. It was the day that we traveled as students independently from the instructors, which is called independent student travel. And I was one of the leaders that day. And it was a really interesting day that had a lot of learning involved, but that was just very impactful because I learned a lot about myself as a leader and myself outside of leadership as well. And then one other impactful part of the course was hearing the stories of those in the group, how they came to the Lord and how the Lord works in their lives, and just being able to see other people's experiences. And I felt a lot of joy and connection through that. I am a beloved daughter of the one true King, and I do not need to prove that to anyone, not myself, not to others, and not to God. I'm planning to integrate this I am statement into my daily life at home by taking the time to note when my internal dialogue turns from daughter status to something else. Again, I just want to thank you, Uncle Don, and those that also contribute to the Ann Brady Scholarship Foundation. It truly is an amazing opportunity to be able to have women like me enter the wilderness and have experiences like this. So I'm just very grateful.